Good day to you, Mr. Bouchard.
Please, it's Lucas.
Looks like we're locked in for another season. That also means Hallmark is trying to cash in and expand the When Calls the Heart universe even more. So yeah, I'm pretty sure season 13 is happening. Plus, we might get a brand new location next season and even more updates on the When Hope Calls spin-off. So let's get into everything we know about season 13 and what's next for the When Calls the Heart universe. Now, before we dive into season 13 news, let's go through the latest update on When Hope Calls. Back in 2019, When Hope Calls, a spin-off of Hallmark Channel's uber-popular When Calls the Heart, premiered on Hallmark Movies Now rebranded as Hallmark Plus, the network's streaming service. The fate of the show and a possible second season sat in limbo for more than a year before Great American Family, an upstart network led by former Hallmark Channel CEO Bill Abbott, officially picked up Season 2. We were fortunate early on to understand that Janette Oke's faith-filled characters had such rich origins that building entertainment universes from this world would present themselves over and over, said Bill Abbott, President and CEO, Great American Media. Season 2 kicked off with a two-part Christmas special called When Hope Calls, A Country Christmas back in December 2021. Since then, fans of the show, known as hopefuls, have been waiting for the rest of Season 2. It's been 3 years and counting, and while some have given up hope, they are called hopefuls for a reason. Those who don't know When Hope Calls follows the lives of two sisters, Lillian and Grace, who are reunited as adults after being separated as children when their parents tragically died. Both were placed in orphanages, but only Lillian was adopted. After years of searching, Lillian finds her sister, and the two move back to Lillian's adopted family's home in Brookfield to start their own orphanage. As a spin-off of When Calls the Heart, When Hope Calls expands on the beloved period drama's world. When Calls the Heart, currently in its 11th season and already greenlit for Season 12, is based on books by Janette Oke about a teacher who moves to a small Canadian town and falls in love with the local Mountie. For those wondering when production for the new season of When Hope Calls began, the good news is, it's already wrapped. Filming kicked off at the end of September 2024 and has since concluded, bringing fans one step closer to revisiting Brookfield. So where can you watch Season 2? The new season of When Hope Calls will premiere in the US on PureFlix and Great American Family. The release schedule includes a streaming debut on PureFlix on Thursday, April 3rd, followed by a linear broadcast premiere on Great American Family on Sunday, April 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern. For those who need a refresher, all 10 episodes of Season 1 are available for streaming on Hallmark Plus. Episodes can also be rented or purchased on iTunes, Amazon, and other online platforms, with DVD copies available on Amazon. As for the story, Season 2 picks up with Lillian and Mountie Gabriel, but also introduces new characters integral to the orphanage, the sprawling farms and ranch lands, and the town of Brookfield. With Mountie Gabriel away on assignment, a new Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer, Mountie Michael Fletcher, arrives in town. Meanwhile, Lillian prepares to leave for London to help her sister Grace through a difficult pregnancy, only for a lawyer to show up at the orphanage with a surprising secret. One big question fans have is whether Lori Loughlin will return as Abigail Stanton. While she appeared in the Christmas episodes, she is not currently listed as a series regular. However, there's always a chance she could make a guest appearance. Stay tuned for updates. The cast for Season 2 includes returning stars Morgan Cohen, Ryan James Hatanaka, and Wendy Crewson. New cast members include Cindy Busby as lawyer Nora Anderson and Christopher Russell as Mountie Michael Fearless Fletcher. Fans can also expect Trevor Donovan to guest star in a 2-episode arc as Constable Jim Reynolds. While some actors from Season 1 have moved on to other projects, such as Jocelyn Hudon joining Chicago Fire and Greg Hovanassian appearing in Walker Independence and FBI International, their characters' storylines have been wrapped up. In the Christmas episodes, it was revealed that Grace and Chuck married and opened an orphanage in London. With an exciting mix of returning favorites and fresh faces, Season 2 of When Hope Calls is shaping up to be a must-watch for fans. As we count down to its premiere, stay tuned for more updates. And of course, let's not forget to dive into what's next for When Calls the Heart Season 13. Hallmark hasn't said yet if When Calls the Heart will be back for Season 13. However, Considering the show's enduring popularity and the network's commitment to its continuation, it's plausible that Hope Valley's story will progress into another season. Reflecting on the events of Season 12, particularly the poignant developments in Episode 11, we can speculate on potential directions for Season 13, including new characters, settings, and narratives. In Season 12, Episode 11, titled Having Faith, the community faced a significant challenge when Elizabeth's son, Little Jack, was diagnosed with diabetes. This diagnosis brought the townspeople together in a race against time to secure insulin, a relatively new treatment during the 1920s. May and Mike embarked on a journey to Toronto to procure the medication, highlighting the lengths to which the community would go to support one of their own. Elizabeth and Nathan's bond deepened as they cared for Little Jack, indicating a potential romantic development. Building upon this foundation, Season 13 could explore the evolving relationship between Elizabeth and Nathan. Their shared experiences and mutual support suggest a blooming romance that fans have eagerly anticipated. Navigating this new dynamic while co-parenting Little Jack would add depth to their characters and provide rich storytelling opportunities. The introduction of new characters has always infused fresh energy into Hope Valley. Season 12 saw the arrival of Georgie McGill, portrayed by Melissa Gilbert, a character with a mysterious past connected to a resident of Hope Valley. Season 13 could further delve into Georgie's backstory, revealing her connections and the impact of her presence on the community. Additionally, introducing other characters, perhaps relatives of existing residents or entirely new settlers, could bring diverse perspectives and challenges to the town. A change in setting could also invigorate the series. While Hope Valley remains central, Season 13 might depict characters traveling beyond its borders. For instance, Elizabeth and Nathan could journey to Toronto for Little Jack's medical consultations, exposing them to urban life and contrasting it with their rural roots. Such excursions would offer viewers a fresh visual experience and highlight the era's cultural and technological shifts. The 1920s were a time of significant social change, and integrating historical events into the narrative could enrich the storyline. Topics like women's suffrage, technological advancements, and economic fluctuations could serve as backdrops, influencing the lives of Hope Valley's residents. For example, the introduction of radio broadcasts, as hinted in Episode 11 with the children airing a baseball game, could become a recurring element, connecting Hope Valley to the broader world and introducing new plot lines. Existing characters also have room for growth. Rosemary and Lee Coulter, having faced personal and professional challenges, might embark on new adventures or expand their family. Henry Gowan's path to redemption could take unexpected turns, offering a complex portrayal of forgiveness and change. The Canfield family's integration into the community could be further explored, shedding light on themes of acceptance and diversity. The show's hallmark has always been its emphasis on community, love, and resilience. Season 13 can continue this tradition by presenting narratives that resonate with contemporary audiences while staying true to its historical setting. Whether through personal relationships, societal challenges, or individual growth, the potential storylines are abundant. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.